Number 12. 8/16 divided by 12/9. As before, invert the denominator 12/9, which becomes 9/12. Then simplify 8/16, which is the same as 8 divided by 2 times 8. Finally, 8 divided by 8 cancels out, leaving 1/2 times 9/12. 9/12 is equivalent to 3 times 3 divided by 3 times 4. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Since one set of 3's cancel each other out, this leaves 3/4. 3/4 times 1/2 is 3/8. Number 16. Negative 15 over 64 divided by a negative 3 over 40. Remember, to solve this type of problem, you must invert the denominator and multiply it by the numerator. Thus we have negative 15 over 64 times negative 40 over 3. Negative 3 times 5 divided by 8 times 8 is equivalent to negative 15 over 64. Negative 5 times 8 divided by 3 is equivalent to negative 40 over 3. The 3's and 8's cancel each other out. The equation becomes negative 5/8 times negative 5 over 1, which is positive 25 over 8. Number 18. You may want to use your calculator to solve this problem. 6.17 times 1.23 is 7.5891. Number 21. This is also a calculator problem. Negative 354.2086 divided by 0.1723 is negative 2055.76668601. Rational numbers. Number 1. What are the 3 ways of representing rational numbers? Number 1A, as a quotient of 2 integers, such as 1/2, 2/3, 3/4. 1B, as a terminating decimal, 0.825 and 1.25. 1C, as a repeating decimal, 0.333333, 0.666666, 1.444444. Number 2. Show that an integer can be represented as a rational number. 2 divided by 2 is 1 divided by 1, which is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2. Negative 2 divided by 1 is negative 2. 0 divided by 1 is 0. Multiplying and dividing rational numbers. Number 7. 14 divided by 25 is 0.56. Number 10. 25 divided by 33 is 0.75. Notice the 75 has a bar over it. This indicates that these two numbers are repeated continuously. Number 12. 9 divided by 40 is 0.225. Number 17. 5/12 times negative 8/15 times negative 1/5. Anytime an even number of negative signs are multiplied, the product is positive. Since this problem contains 2 negative signs and 2 is an even number, the product will be positive. 2 is an even number, thus the final result will be positive. Now, notice that there is a 5 in the numerator and the denominator. These two numbers cancel each other out, and now we have 1/12 times 8/15. Simplifying the remaining components yields 1 divided by 3 times 4 times 2 times 4 divided by 15. The 4 is canceled out, and we are left with 2 divided by 45. Number 20. 1/8 divided by negative 5/12. Since this problem contains only one negative sign, the final result is negative. Invert negative 5/12 to obtain negative 12 over 5 and multiply it by the numerator 1/8. Next, simplify the components. 1 divided by 2 times 4 is equivalent to 1/8. Negative 3 times 4 divided by 5 is equivalent to negative 12 over 5. Thus we have 1 divided by 2 times 4 times negative 3 times 4 divided by negative 5. The 4's cancel out, and the new equation is 1/2 times negative 3/5, which is negative 3/10. Number 23. The quotient of 6 less than n and twice n. First, subtract 6 from n. Then multiply n times 2. All that remains is to combine all these components correctly to solve the problem. Divide n minus 6 by 2 times n. Number 24. The total of 5 times the cube of n and the square of n. The cube of n means multiply n times n times n. Multiply n cubed by 5. The square of n means multiply n times n. Finally, add the components to get 5n cubed plus n squared. Number 25. The product of 9 and the total of z and 4. First, add z and 4. Then multiply the total by 9. Thus we have 9 times z plus 4. Number 26. N increased by the difference between 10 times n and 9. There are 3 operations to be performed in this problem. Note the 3 key phrases: times, difference between, increased by. Let's begin by multiplying n by 10. Next, subtract 9 from 10 times n. Finally, add n to 10 times n minus 9. Drop the parentheses and we have n plus 10 times n minus 9. N and 10 times n are like terms. Add these two to get 11n minus 9. Number 27. 16 more than the difference between a number and 6. There are 2 key phrases in this problem: more than and the difference between. First, subtract 6 from n. Then add 16 to n minus 6, which is n plus 10. Number 28. The difference between 15 times a number and the product of the number and 5. In this problem, you have 2 sets of multiplication: 15 times n and the product of the number and 5. Thus, you have 15 times n and 5 times n. Since these are like terms, we can simplify this problem one step further. Subtract 5n from 15n to obtain 10n. Number 29. A number plus 7 added to twice the difference between the number and 3. A number plus 7 is n plus 7. Add this to twice the difference between the number and 3, which is 2 times n minus 3. The problem is now n plus 7 plus 2 times n minus 3. First, multiply 2 times n minus 3, which is 2n minus 6. Now we have n plus 7 plus 2n minus 6. Next, group all the like terms together. N plus 2n is 3n. 7 minus 6 is 1. The solution is 3n plus 1. Number 35. 8 times y minus 2 plus 6 times 7 minus 3y. 8 times y minus 2 is 8y minus 16. And 6 times 7 minus 3y is 42 minus 18y. The problem now reads 8y minus 16 plus 42 minus 18y. Grouping all the like terms together, we have 8y minus 18y plus 42 minus 16. 8y minus 18y is negative 10y. 42 minus 16 is 26. Thus we have negative 10y plus 26. Number 37. 2 times x minus 3 times x minus 3. We cannot further simplify the items within the parentheses because we don't know the value of x. Therefore, our first operation is to multiply x minus 3 by 3, which is negative 3x plus 9. Remember, a minus sign alters the signs of the numbers or variables it precedes. Next, simplify the items within the brackets. X minus 3x plus 9. There is only one set of like terms within the brackets, x and negative 3x, which is negative 2x. Therefore, we have negative 2x plus 9. Finally, multiply the items inside the brackets by 2, which is negative 4x plus 18. Number 40. 5y minus 2 times y minus 3x plus 2 times 7x minus y. First, let's simplify the problem by eliminating the parentheses. Negative 2 times y minus 3x is negative 2y plus 6x. And 2 times 7x minus y is 14x minus 2y. The problem now reads 5y minus 2y plus 6x plus 14x minus 2y. Next, group all the like terms together. Thus we have 5y minus 2y minus 2y plus 6x plus 14x. 5y minus 2y minus 2y is 5y minus 4y. Subtracting 4y from 5y is y. And 6x plus 14x is 20x. The answer is y plus 20x.